When did faking it actually work out for you? I was sitting at the back of my college history class, playing with my pencil, trying not to panic. Professor Davis was walking around handing back our midterms. He had this reputation: hardest grader on campus, no makeups, no exceptions. My scholarship required a B average. I'd already bombed one test when my grandma was hospitalized. If I failed another, I'd lose everything. As Davis dropped test papers on desks, he announced, class average was a 62. Disappointing. My stomach knotted tighter with each step he took toward me. He slapped my test face down. I couldn't look. When I finally flipped it over, I saw a 43 circled in angry red pen. After class, I approached his desk, hands shaking. Professor Davis, I need to, let me guess. He cut me off without looking up. You want extra credit or a retake? The answer is no. But my grandmother was in the hospital and he finally looked up, eyes cold. Do you know how many dead grandparents I hear about every semester? At least 30. Remarkable mortality rate. He turned back to his papers. Try studying next time. My face burned hot. My grandmother really was sick and this jerk thought I was lying. That night in my dorm, my roommate found me crying. After I explained, she shoved her phone in my face, showing me an article about a rare viral infection hitting campus. 3 students already hospitalized, she said. Davis is terrified of getting sick. Everyone knows it. I stared at her, slowly understanding. You think I should? She nodded. Sometimes you gotta do what works. Next morning, I researched symptoms thoroughly. Fever, dizziness, vomiting. Subtle enough to fake, but serious enough to be believable. I bought makeup to create dark circles under my eyes and practiced looking pale in the mirror. 2 days later, I showed up at Davis's office hours. My hands were genuinely shaking, but from nerves, not illness. I'd rubbed a heating pad on my forehead right before to feel warm to the touch. The moment I walked in, I swayed slightly. Davis looked up, irritated. What now? I gripped his doorframe, breathing heavily. Sorry to bother you, just needed to submit my essay before. I let my voice trail off as I stumbled forward. Are you ill? His voice changed, edged with concern. Or was it fear? No, I'm fine, I mumbled, placing my paper on his desk while deliberately swaying. Just dizzy since breakfast. The health center says it might be that virus, but they're not sure yet. Davis jerked back in his chair. The virus? The one that's... I nodded weakly. I probably just need rest. Sorry about my midterm performance. My grandmother's stroke had me distracted. I have her hospital papers if you... I pretended to lose balance, catching myself on his desk. That won't be necessary, he said quickly, standing up and backing away. Why don't we... I'll allow you to retake the midterm next week when you're recovered. I blinked, trying to hide my shock. Really? But your policy? Exceptions can be made. Just please use hand sanitizer on your way out. I barely made it to the hallway before breaking into a smile. The following week, I aced the makeup exam. 1 month later, my grandmother died suddenly. The hospital called during Davis's lecture. I ran out crying. He found me later in the hallway and actually seemed concerned. My grandmother just died, I choked out. His face softened. I'm so sorry. Take all the time you need. He paused. I should have believed you before. I couldn't look him in the eye. The guilt crushed me. 2 weeks after her funeral, I developed a real fever. Then came the rash. Turns out I'd caught that campus virus for real. But this time, no one believed me. Not my roommate, not the health center, not even Davis. Remarkable timing, he said when I missed the final. Unfortunately, I've already made one exception. I failed the class, lost my scholarship, had to drop out. My roommate still thinks I'm faking it, even now that I'm back living with my parents. Funny how things work out. I got exactly what I wanted when I was lying, and exactly what I deserved when I was finally telling the truth.